Hey, Siam here. So this video, I want to show you why I know exactly when I'm going to nail every one of my goals on a yearly, quarterly basis, and why I'm always a little bit cagey when people ask if I want to go for lunch or for coffee, etc. One of the things I'm asked a lot is like, how do I get so much stuff done, and how do I know when I'm going to nail all my goals, and how do I nail my goals? Now, this is something which I go into depth on my Nailing Life course, but I just want to show you how I lay out everything in my life, and also on a time management basis. And time management is something which I've struggled with for a long time, because if I don't manage my time properly, I can easily spend 3 hours on YouTube watching cat videos and car racing videos and just general crap. So yeah, I'm the biggest fiend when it comes to YouTube. What I do, you probably can't see any of the details in here, which is fine because a lot of it's actually quite personal. I start off with my life mission over here, so I know exactly what I'm going to do over the next 100 years. And yes, I'm going to live well over 100 years old. I have all sorts of different things, and everything is then broken down. And so that way I know I can always remain congruent. So if someone comes up with an opportunity, oh, hey, do you want to buy this business or this business, etc. If it doesn't align with my core values, my goals, or my life mission, I have to pass it up and say, I'm sorry. And in the past, I've spanned way too many plates and just basically just wasted time, effort, focus, and energy just doing all sorts of different stuff. I then break it down into, so I've got this thing called a goal galaxy. So every year I go, right, nailing 2017, and I write, so I have a few different things. I've got about 8 different companies which I'm actively involved in, and I write down what my big goals for this year. And so as you can see, there's all sorts of, zoom out, you look too close. No, that's that. Then I have to break all of, because some of these goals are quite chunky, and it's like, whoa, holy shit, how am I going to do that? So you have to really break it down. So I have my get shit done board here. All of this is here. So for example, the WAP. Okay, so in May, 4th and 5th of May, myself and a friend is bringing Gary Vaynerchuk, so Gary V, over from the US to the UK, and we're doing this big event. That's a big chunky goal, you know, to nail everything by 4th and 5th of May. And as I say this right now, it's the 20th of Jan. We've got a lot of shit to do. Obviously, I've broken it down into lots of tiny chunks. So this is basically, if I tick every single thing on this board by the end of 17, I'm absolutely chuffed. I try and nail everything by sort of September, October time. But yeah, this is everything. If I nail all of this, I nail all of this, which means I'm always getting closer to my big goals. In terms of project management stuff, it's nothing fancy. I literally have all of the key sort of stuff that I'm doing. I block it out to when it needs to be done by. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done by end of April. And then some stuff takes a lot longer. I then know what I can prioritize. So really, I just look for the shortest line. So here I've got a few lines, and then what that I then do is move all of this, because this is still big picture stuff to a degree, I then move it over to my diary, no, my folder, which is normally here. Matty, just pause the video, I'm gonna run right downstairs.
A few moments later.
And back in the room. Yeah, so this normally never leaves this. I went to London the other day, so yeah, I've got my get shit done page. I'm out of breath, I'm so unfit. So I basically have a B list and an A list, and all of this stuff on these lists are important. However, the A list is urgent. I ignore the B list, or I give it to my PA to sort of do. But sometimes the stuff on here, when neglected, ends up on the A list because it then becomes urgent. And so I look at those tasks which I need to do on that project management bit, and I write them all down on here. So on a big list, every Sunday night I spend about half an hour just planning the next couple of weeks. And then I write them there. I give myself a little deadline. So as you can see here, I had a whole bunch of stuff I needed to do on Monday the 2nd of Jan, etc, etc. And then what I do, this is what my average week looks like. So I have my morning rituals, so I normally wake up at 7, I then have to walk the dog, I do my 1-minute workout. I'm really lazy, by the way, but This year I've said, right, every single day, regardless of anything, I will do maximum press-ups in a minute because I'm weak and unfit as anything. So that, I then have breakfast, etc. And then I basically fit everything between sort of 7:30 till 6, and it's absolutely mental. As you can see, I don't budget any time for lunch. I don't have lunch, I just have porridge in the morning and then have dinner. It's probably not that healthy, but hey, it works for me. And then literally, I'm on a mission. There's no spare space, so if you ever try and call me during the daytime, you won't get an answer because I normally turn my phone off. In fact, it's on airplane mode right now. And I block all my meetings, so things where I have to leave the house and go stuff, on a Wednesday and Thursday. Because as you can see there, like on the Wednesday here, I met 3 different people, and then I've got travel time, etc. And just meeting 3 people takes up a whole day. And in the past, I used to, have the odd meeting or any other day, and it just eats into your time. If I had to go to Norwich now or to grab a coffee or a lunch with someone, it's like half an hour. It's basically, even for an hour meeting, it'll take up at least 3 hours. Yeah, I block all my meetings and my excursions on a Wednesday and Thursday. This is why I know when I'm gonna nail all of my goals, is because I plan the shit out of everything. And I know that if I'm not nailing my daily tasks, my bigger tasks are failing, and then the far bigger stuff are failing. So I'm on a mission. And this is another reason why I have a dwindling friend base, because I simply have no time to just meet up for the odd casual coffee, unless unless it's congruent with what I'm doing. Literally on a daily basis, I get 5, maybe 10, old friends or even new acquaintances saying, hey, let's meet up for coffee, etc., and just chew the fat and whatnot. And I'm always so cagey because I'm like, oh, I really would like to, but I just can't. It sounds a bit shitty, doesn't it? But that's the video. That's why if I'm really hard to pin down or email or get on the phone, it's because, yeah, I'm just being a bit of a lunatic during the days. Yeah, hope that helps, and I'll see you soon. Toodles. Over Christmas, I was going through some of the emails from the office, and I came across a funny one. Basically, someone was inquiring to learn how to trade, etc., and then eventually went, oh, actually, I'm not going to bother